All right, so I'm gonna just kind of get straight into it. But as you can really see with the title, my plan is basically to just teach myself how to draw and just get back into the motions of things. Because to add some context, as a kid growing up, I did know how to draw, and I was pretty decent, pretty good at drawing. But as I got older and as I began to procrastinate more and more and more, for some odd reason, this was one of my favorite hobbies that I just slowly dropped off from like my rotation of things to do, with it being replaced with things like gaming, going outside, skateboarding, shit like that. I'm kind of doing this because I kind of owe it to myself, and this has always been like a dream of mine. Not to get soap opera with the stuff, but I've always wanted to make comics. I always wanted to like make a big comic. That's like a life goal of mine. I used to make these little pamphlets when I was in school and stuff, sell them off. I would literally make comics at school, in elementary school, sell them for like a quarter so I can buy me some ice cream. Bruh, good times. Anywho, like I said before, I kind of just owe it to myself to just get back into it. And then, as you guys can see, I'm just doing little simple sketches. I'm not really doing nothing crazy. So I'm just working on the basics right now. And while doing that, I'm also working on the fundamentals to make sure by the time I do get ready for this comic to get fully developed, I'll be ready. I'll be able to draw. I'll be able to draw at a timely fashion. That way I can just get pages out and pages out. But I'll kind of dive into that in a whole nother video. I just wanted to make this as more of an introduction video for me and for y'all, because I finally decided what I'm going to do with this channel. And honestly, I'm just going to document the whole process in a way that's probably going to be a little different. A lot of people who draw, usually they'll have the video just dedicated to just the art itself, but I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna try to spice it up a little bit. I'm going to obviously put the art in the video because that's the point of the video, but I'm also going to kind of speak my mind, add a little slice of life to it, because you can only watch so many art videos where people talk about the thickness of a line, the blending of colors, and you can only do that for so long before you're just like, okay man, I'm basically watching the same video over and over and over. I'm not saying that to like discredit or diss anybody, but I'm just kind of trying to be innovative. I'm trying to be different. All right, don't come at me. But what that comes with is, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, there's gonna be a lot of unhinged titles. There's gonna be a lot of ranting about life and stuff while I'm doing this, because I just think it's fun. But ultimately, the goal of this channel is just for me to basically give y'all a deep dive of what I be thinking, what I be going through, as well as just like seeing the process. Because I think a beautiful thing about art, a beautiful thing about like content creators and their journeys, is being able to see where they came from and not having like no like gray areas, no like, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but like areas in their like journey where it's like what happened during that time, what happened during that year. So, and this is kind of a bad habit I'm trying to break myself out of, because I don't even really take pictures. I'm getting sidetracked. I don't even really take pictures like that. I don't do nothing. I barely document anything about my life. So while I'm still decently, I'm 25. I'm getting up there, but I'm not old yet. So like, as I'm getting older, I think it's kind of wise to just like start documenting like stuff. I really do regret not taking as many pictures when I was younger. My mom got some pictures, thank God, but I think I owe it to myself for when I'm like 50 years old or something, when I finally, when this comic that I'm working on becomes a full franchise, because I'm dreaming big. I'm going big or going home. I promise you, this is gonna be big. I'm about to gatekeep so much stuff because I've been cooking for so long with this. It's finally coming to fruition, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But like I said, when I'm like 50 years old, I want to have something I could just sit down and just watch about myself. Because one thing I find fascinating now that I really hated when I was younger was, bro, I would record myself and I would hate listening to that shit. Now I'm at an age where I go back and watch my old videos that I got archived. Man, I just be reminiscing about where I was at that point, how I was at that point. It's such a beautiful thing. It really is. Anyways, I'm getting kind of sidetracked. Not really, because like I said, I'm kind of just ranting. But the whole point of this channel really is just gonna be chill vibes. You know, just sit down, grab you something to eat. You know, simple little video you can watch while eating some wing stops, some McDonald's, whatever your go-to is, and just basically going through the process. Like I said, I am going to eventually do another video explaining my characters, explaining the story a lot more, but I just want to kind of get this out there just to begin the process. You know, this isn't really going to be too heavy. I'm not trying to just throw y'all into the, I'm not trying to throw either me or you guys into the deep end and try to see if you can swim out. But like I said before, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of this. And yeah, I really I'm really not trying to, I'm not trying to say too much right now. But yes, I got a few ideas about some things I want to talk about too. But I'm going to try to be super consistent, because I don't know if you're a noose. Like, this channel is really small. Like, I only got like 100 subs at the time I was recording this. So either way, if you are like a returning subscriber or like a new subscriber, whatever, new subscriber, either way is fine. It's really just this is really just a new beginning for me, because I feel like it's about that time. It's really about that time. I owe it to myself. I've been procrastinating like crazy. I also want to do a video about that. And it's just, there's no other way to put it besides I just owe it to myself to just do this. Like, I'm super passionate about this, and I feel like every single time I get really passionate about this, I psych myself out and I just throw myself away from doing what I really want to do. And I'm really just doing this. I'm doing all of this, everything that I'm planning on doing, as a way to keep myself maintained, hold myself accountable for what I really want, because I feel like this is like long overdue. To add context, I've been planning out doing this story for like at least 2 years ago, and I should already have had like everything set up, but I just been procrastinating. I like to say it's work, but it's really just poor time management. So I'm about to lock the fuck in. This is just a really raw video. I ain't really got much else to say, but the videos that's about to come out, we about to do good. We about to eat good. Hopefully we do numbers. I can't really predict the algorithm, but hey, it's only up for here. You know what I'm saying? When you at rock bottom, you can only go up. I mean, you can't go down. Okay. All right, that's enough.